Welcome back. Thank you, Columbia, Ray, Gail. So we have Susan Allen, I'm Michael Koran. We're discussing the call of Abraham, really. How Abraham, the father of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, who was he? And Susan's learning for the first time.
I am.
And the call, which is standard call for heroes. Heroes are called. Moses was called, he was a shepherd, at a burning bush. So the light, maybe as you would say, the light within him that moved him to help his people. So it's Joseph Campbell talks about the hero with 1,000 faces. And this is a model for an heroic journey to be called, often when you're nowhere, no idea where you are. Mm-hmm. So we're going to keep going. This is Michael Mack's show.
Hi, Michael.
He's moving tonight to another place in Cambridge, and so he calls it God, or we call it God Talk, and this is God Talk.
This is God Talk.
And Susan, we're just. Abram is called to go to the land I will show you. Susan says it's something deep within that we all have, that when we get in touch with, it can move us to leave our surroundings and go somewhere. And it is a blessing. For you, the blessing was, again, how did you define blessing? Or you can define it in a new way. Because he hears, you will be a blessing.
Yeah, you will be a blessing.
No, I'm sorry, he hears, I will bless you.
Right.
And by that, you mean, again?
I will bless you. I will recognize you. I will recognize you in a benevolent way. I will give you love and respect. That's what a blessing is, isn't it? Wouldn't you say that?
I'm
bless
understanding
you.
now.
Yes.
I feel it differently. Let's see, I would feel blessing is, it feels like, to me, it's healing energy. Creative energy to help you be fruitful, and help heal. So it's like, I like to sometimes think of God as a force field, like flowering in a field of daffodils in the spring. And so it's helping us, flowering. Okay, but we will go on. You'll just read the first line.
So then it says
well, why don't
here,
you sum it up?
Okay.
Just Yahweh.
Wait,
just
start
what you
it?
read. Just don't interpret it, but just read it.
Yahweh said to Abram, go from your land, from your kin, and from your father's house to the land that I will let you see.
And that's true of everyone, even Columbia's in West Virginia.
I will make you into a great nation.
People wanting to be, the artists are watching this, they want their art to be, as you would say, recognized, to be seen for the blessing it is.
I will bless you.
So and then you said what that means too, right? I will recognize you. I love you. And it would be great to walk around with this all the time and know that other people have that in them. You don't need me to love you, although it helps, but it helps spring out the love that's in you for yourself. Yes.
I will bless you. I will bless you. I bless you.
Feels great.
I will give you gifts. I will love you. I will touch your heart. I will give you the ability to recognize your own being, your own sacred, divine being.
Wow.
I will bless you.
Wow. I'm very touched. I'm blessed. I feel blessed at the moment. Nice knowing you guys. See you around. No, there's a danger actually in being, there's a Jewish story of 4 people who go to paradise. You just helped me get there for a moment. One of them likes it so much, she just stays there. One of them, it's too much, and she goes crazy. It's just so ecstatic. One of them, it is so
handle it.
Powerful, she dies. And one of them, Mrs. Susan, is able to be in paradise and come back and share it with us on CCTV television.
Yes, this is true. You have to be able to take it in, you know, not just give it out. That's what I was saying earlier on the earlier show. You have to be able to take in love, to take in nourishment. Wow. You know, there's an ability. People sometimes they don't even know what the experience of love is.
I was working with emotionally disturbed children. His name was Eddie. This was 50 years ago, 55 years ago. Eddie is in his 60s now. And when we said to him, Eddie, we love you, or I love you, Eddie, he'd throw things at us, a shoe, a toy. Because his parents, when they said, I love you, we thought we figured this out. Really said, I love you, Eddie, do the dishes. I love you, Eddie, keep your room clean.
Yeah, there were the conditions.
Yeah,
there were conditions. So that's not love at all.
Yeah, we got along great. I said, Eddie, I hate Eddie. Hi, Mikey. We got along fine.
Leave it to you to find a solution. That's wonderful. You got around it. But that was because you had to find a solution to your own the key to your own mystery. Traumas, to
and your own mystery beneath that.
Yes.
Your beauty. Mm-hmm. I was telling you before the show that I discovered when I was very fearful this morning, full of fear in my belly, that it pointed. It only took about 4.5 hours lying there, motionless, beside my beloved some of the time. It took me to discover, oh my fear reveals that I really need confidence and faith and courage. Isn't that beautiful that all human beings have that need? And I could just, as you were saying, it felt like a radiant blessing inside, and the fear kind of said, we showed you what we wanted you to see, so we don't need to be here anymore. Mm-hmm. Thank you for finally listening to, as you would say, listening to us, and hearing what we have to contribute to you. Mm-hmm. We want you to know.
Some of us don't even recognize that our needs are important.
Me.
You know,
I'm a man. I'm not needy. No way, no needs. I'm here to help, whether you like it or not, because I'm your great teacher. and
someone might say to a child who's very needy, who wants something, get away. You're not supposed to need that.
Yes,
you don't feel that.
Oh, you even had that as a woman, is that true?
That's right.
As a man, it's big, like
It started when I was young.
And as a man, it's in the Constitution. You have to say this to your men and children to make them strong.
Oh, right.
So we're trying to get an amendment passed. Men, it's called the Need Amendment. Men are allowed, the needs are beautiful. Really beautiful. I need love. That's so beautiful. Especially I'm aware of it when I don't have it.
Yeah.
But I have to remember it even when I have it, that it's this power of needing love that's helping create the love between us. And taking it in.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just want to take that in for a minute. It's important sometimes to just be still and take things and listen so that people can feel their feelings. People can express their feelings, but then if you're still enough, they can also feel their feelings in front of you. And that is very powerful. Mm-hmm. Without a solution, without any kind of fixing or any kind of interference.
Go to Thanksgiving dinner at Susan's, no fixing.
No.
No.
No stuffing.
No
No
stuffing,
fixing.
no-
There's no stuffing.
There are no fixing.
Oh my God, this is great. So what do you have to say about the rest of this?
Well, no, you're doing such a great job. Be a blessing.
No, it says, I will bless you,
Yeah,
and then it says, I will make your name great.
Right, that's like, well, you like that, but
So you when you read these words,
Yes.
they're not just like, hey, how you doing? How's the weather out there? This when you read these words, it's like a command, or it's like someone's really saying something, like, listen to me, I will bless you.
Yeah.
I will bless you. And then it says, and then you have to feel through it, and you go, really? You're really?
Wow, imagine really taking that in, that we have within us, as you're saying, the power to bless ourselves.
I mean, most
And it's not just-
people maybe might say, what? I don't believe you. What are you talking
Although
about?
there's 2 billion Christians, 1 billion Muslim, over 1 billion Muslims, and 3,500 years of Jews who in some ways think there's great truth in this. And especially after hearing you, and your name is going to be made great after the show. Now, do we want a great name? Do we? I think I did. I want to be in my.
But you have to know that people during that period of time, and even now, there are people walking around who are poor in spirit, inside. They're poor, they don't have enough, they have this sense of lack. And this saying here is saying, come on. I know you have lack. I know it's hard here on the earth. It's very harsh to be born. It's incredibly hard to get through this life in one piece. So you need something. You need a glue, right? You need some kind of glue to pull you through. That's a rhyme. Anyway, so when it says, I will make your name great, I'm thinking it says that you're worth something. That's all it's saying. Not that you're going to be
That Susan Allen will be singing.
Michael Jackson. I mean, that is what the hype that we're built on here. The hype that, you've got to be successful.
I wanted that more when I felt even more insecure than now. I thought I would be a great teacher.
Well, that's testosterone too, right?
And now, what is it now? But you too wanted to be a well-known artist.
Yeah, my hormones were going too.
Now, so what do we want now? Boy, what do we want now? Ray could help me. What do we want? My friend Ray is showing his wonderful photos and paintings at the Cambridge. Cambridge is having an art.
Yeah.
Walk around, you look at people's art.
Oh, the open studios.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would like my friends in my better part to be successful. There's some part of me sometimes, the Gore Vidal said, anytime one of his friends was successful artistically, a little part of him died.
Oh.
But I don't want to be that way, even if there's some part of
Can you say that again?
Anytime any of his friends were successful artistically, a little part of him died because he was jealous.
Oh. So he was saying I didn't get it. It made me a little bit less.
Yeah, which is not true.
That's an impression.
Yeah.
And so something inside of him
Died.
Yeah, but it gravitated towards the projection inside of him.
And he was well known.
That was inside of him.
I want I want Ray's paintings to be.
Well, I want it to be
cherished.
more famous than Pavarotti. I mean, that's how tiny inside
I too.
my inferiority was so great inside that I imagined and had the illusion that I was going to be greater than Pavarotti. I was going to lift people out of the dregs of their sorrow or their suffering, and my voice was going to be that great.
Yes, and I wanted to save the world, wanted to be another Messiah or the Messiah. Right?
Yeah, so where does that come from?
From the smaller you are, the more.
It comes from not feeling so big.
Yeah,
Not,
that to be
from
very
feeling tiny.
So what do we
feeling
feel
like
now, seasoned and unsuccessful as we are? What do we? We're huge successes in other ways. I'm blessed by Susan's interpretation here, and we have to get to her singing this soon.
Oh,
But where are we as far as having a great name? Do you still want a great name? Do I do?
well, when you look at this, who's speaking? Okay, so somebody has written this down, but they've written it down as if this great force is talking. So you'd have to believe this. If you were in the desert, or if you were in your room alone, and you read these words, you'd have to really take it to heart. You'd have to really be able to open your heart up and not judge it in any way, but receive it.
Wow.
So it says...
But you opened your heart to being the great opera singer, and that didn't happen yet.
No, it didn't happen because I wasn't willing to do the things that needed to be done.
Oh, if you went to the land,
I still may not have done
as
it,
better as
but I
that was your
wasn't
standard,
willing.
though.
I didn't. Now this is another thing. I didn't know to ask. I didn't know to ask what needed to be done for me to become a great singer.
But you didn't.
Or a working singer.
Yes, but at least a singer that moves people. Now,
No, that's not true. I moved people.
Well, you have.
No, no, that's not true. Every time I sang,
Yes, you does.
even in the
Yes.
most exhausting
Yes.
points of my life, I remember singing 40 years ago in a Quincy church. A friend of mine asked me to come, and I remember singing "O Divine Redeemer," and it has a jump of a ninth. I pray thee grant me pardon, and remember not my sins. So there's a huge thing, and I was exhausted, and I did the best I could. I mean, I went there and I sang it, and this woman came afterwards. Now, these are the things as a singer, as an artist, when you put yourself out there, when you start to express what's in here, and you express it through art, through poetry, through music, whatever it is, through pottery, sculpting, whatever the self-expression is, when you put yourself out there, these are the moments actually that I personally wait for. I went downstairs and I was feeling pretty bad about my performance, quote, my message that I was getting across. And a woman came up to me and she almost fell on the ground and prostrated herself in front of me. She started to weep and weep and weep. And she said, my husband died 7 years ago. And she said, I was having difficulty always. There was this part of me that was stuck absolutely stuck and I couldn't find how to release my sorrow. And she said, I listened to your words and I listened to your voice this morning. And she said, something happened to me and I'm free. I am free of that deep, deep sorrow.
Wow. So a question. I used to love this mantra. Some great people, when they enter the room, people say, oh, wow, a great man has entered. Mm-hmm. Other great people who enter the room and people think, oh my, I feel so wonderful. Mm-hmm. And I would love to be the second kind, to see how, which I do now, see how wonderful you are. And maybe to feel I'm wonderful seeing how wonderful you are.
Oh, yeah.
So it might interpret, although Abram's name is great, and although it wasn't his name, Abram isn't great. Abram's name isn't Abraham's name. So it is a little tricky. And so maybe it's not so important that his name be great. If his name could be changed, maybe it could be many names are great. As you would say, everyone listening to this, in our own more human way. You don't have to be better than Pavarotti. Mm-hmm. I won't be able to save the world. I will do, as they say in the Jewish tradition, we each do our part. It's called tikkun olam, to fix, heal, repair. Well, we have only about 3 more minutes to interpret this because we're going to hear you sing it.
Mm-hmm. No.
I will bless those who bless you. We might not finish it, but that's okay. We will hear Susan sing what we've read, though. What does this mean? I will bless those who bless you.
I think, well, for me, what I feel is if you take this to heart, then what it means is that I will bless those who bless you. But I think what it means is this reciprocity. So if you get it, if you get the first part of it, if you get leave your father's house, and then I will let you see. In other words, leave that which you know to be human and go out beyond that. I will make you into a great nation. I can't, myself, I can't see that a great nation is going to be built on anything less than being blessed by this Yahweh. And so this whole thing is very intimate. It doesn't seem like that, but to me, it feels like it's a very intimate kind of thing, like it's talking to everybody and it's girding people to have the strength. But it's saying, please know that I'm alive, that my name is God, my name is Yahweh, and that really, truly, I'm alive and I am inside of you. And I will bless you if you pay attention to me. And am I crazy?
That's very beautiful, very beautiful. Now, as we promised, Susan will sing cold, unprepared, the words she has been reading and telling us about as best as you can. This is wonderful. Anything worth doing is worth doing badly. Yes. So feel free. You've stayed with us. We're just for fun, we're gonna hear her be handed this challenge.
Yahweh said to Abram, go from your land, from your kin, and from your father's house, to the land that I will let you see. I will let you see if you leave. I will make you into a great nation inside. I will bless you. I will bless you. I will bless you. I will make your name. I will make your name, all of you, make your name great, so you can be a blessing. Be a blessing, so you can be a blessing. And I will bless because of that. I will bless those who bless you.
Wow.
I don't know.
I love it. I love it. Wow, better than Barbara. Finally we've arrived. And we are spreading blessings throughout the world, just what I wanted to do. Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
And we're still here. Thank you, Columbia. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
Gail.
Thank you for letting me.
Thank you, Barbara.
I am humbled.
Yes. So let's leave them with your own prayer in 29 seconds.
Go inside, if you will, and know that all the answers are within you, and know that love exists, and just ask. Ask.